fire burns out another's burden, one pain lessened by another's anguish. Turn giddy and behold backwards turning. One desperate grief cures another's languish. Take thou some new infection for thy eye.
Your plantain leaf is perfect for that.
For what, I pray thee?
For your broken shin.
Why, Romeo, art thou mad?
Not mad, but bound more than a madman is. Shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped and tormented, and God dead, good fellow.
God, gee, God dead, I pray, sir, can you read?
Aye, mine own fortune and my misery.
Perhaps you have learned it without book, but I pray, you can read anything you see?
Aye, if I know the letters and the language.
Ye say honestly, rest you, Mary.
Stay, fellow, I can read. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, County Anselm and his beauteous sisters, the lady widow of Vitravio, Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio, his brother Valentine, mine uncle Capulet, his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosaline, Livia, Signor Valentio and his cousin Tybalt, Lucio and the lively Helena. A fair assembly, whither should they come?
Up.
Whither, to supper?
To our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
Now, I'll tell you without asking, my master is a great rich Capulet, and if you be not of the house of Montagues, I pray, come and crush a cup of wine. Rest you, Mary.
At this same ancient feast of Capulets, sup the fair Rosaline, whom thou so loves, with the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither with an unattained eye.
When the devout religion of mine eye maintains such falsehood that turns tears to fires, and these, who often drowned, could never die, transparent heretics be burnt for liars, one fairer than my love, the all-seeing sun, ne'er saw her match since first the world begun.
Tut! In that crystal scales let there be weighted your lady's love against the same other maid that I will show you shining at this feast, and she shall show well that now seems best.
I'll go along, no such sight to be shown, but rejoice in splendor of mine own.
Nurse, where's my daughter? Call her forth to me.
Now by my maiden stead, at 12 years old, I bade her to come. What lamb, what ladybird? God forbid, where's this girl? What, Juliet?
How now, who calls?
Your mother.
Madame, I'm here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. I have remembered thee. Thou's hear our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter's of pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age unto an hour.
She's not 14.
I'll lay 14 of my teeth, and yet to my keen it be spoken. I have but 4, she's not 14. How long is it till she's now till Lamestead?
14 and odd days.
Even are odd, of all the days in this year. Come Lamestead, Lammas Eve at night, she shall be 14. Susan and she, God, risen all Christian souls, were of an age. Well, Susan is with God. She was good to me. But as I said, on Lammas Eve that night shall she be 14. That shall she. Mary, I remember it well. 'Tis since the earthquake. Now 11 years, and she was weaned. I never shall forget it. Of all the days of the year, upon that day, for I have then laid in the sun under the dove house wall.
Enough of this. I pray thee, hold thy peace.
Yes, madam, yet I cannot choose but laugh. To think it should leave crying and say aye, and yet I warrant it upon its brow. A bump as big as young Corshall stone, a parlous knock, and it cried bitterly. Yea, quoth my husband, fallest upon thy face. Thou wilt fall backwards when thou comest to age. Wilt thou not chew it stinted and say aye?
And stint though too, I pray thee, nurse, say I.
Peace, I have done. God mark thee to his grace. Thou was the prettiest babe I ever nursed, and I might live to see thee married once. I have my wish.
Mary, that Mary is the very same theme I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
An honor? Were not I thine only nurse, I would say thou hast sucked wisdom from thy teat.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you here in Verona, Ladies of esteem are made already mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now a maid. Thus then, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, lady such a man. As all the world, why, he's a man of wax.
Verona's summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, he's a flower in faith, a fairy flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Reor the volume of young Paris's face, and find delight right there with the beauty's pen. This precious book of love, this unbounder love, the fish lives in the sea, and 'tis much you share all that he doth possesses by having him making yourself no less.
No less, nay bigger. Woman grow by man.
Speak briefly, can you like of Paris's love?
I'll look to like, if looking liking move, but no more deep will I indart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madame, the guests are come, supper served up. You called? My young lady asked for. The nurse cursed in the pantry, and everything in extremity. I must hence to wait. I beseech you, follow straight.
We follow thee, Juliet, the county stays.
Go, girl, seek happy nights to happy days.